So the head angle is very important to the spine. The spine angle is very important. It's talked about a lot. We talk about it as a shape. And to maintain the shape that we have at the start, my head must be on my shoulders, and I must have the head slightly this way.
Hi, Con. I think your swing has improved more than anybody's over there. Very good, mate. You're swinging so much better. On the backswing, I think you could just once you do your takeaway, your setup and takeaway is good. Once you do your takeaway, make sure your head's not going this way. Make sure it stays on this angle. And then when you get to the middle bit here, just lift your arms a little higher, like Gavin's.
With their heads this way, down and straight on, or even a little bit to the left, and looking at the ball with their right eye. This puts the head angle at the opposite angle to the shape of my body in the right-sided swing. So the head angle is very important to the spine angle, even from the back. If my head is down and I'm looking at the ball with my left eye, and when I make my movement with the club, I actually work around that spine and maintain the same angle throughout the whole backswing. And this one will be under, which will give me a combination of slide and then an over rotation or a tilt, which a lot of players do.
You just need to lift your arms a little higher up here. Sometimes they get a little bit in too close here because you're trying to get store up. Let your arms swing a little bit higher, keep your wrists the same. And then this knee has to be this way. On the way down, you need it to be that way and then coming in. Because sometimes it goes a little bit backwards as you come down. We need to keep it across. So just practice doing that a bit. So up here, the head, see the hat? It needs to be still that way. Your head's a little bit still facing this way, which is what you always used to do. That'll help you get your lift your arms up a bit more. When Gavin lifts his arms up, it pulls his body around a bit more, and you see his hat's facing that way, not facing the other way. And then just keep this bump. So when you see Gavin coming down, he'll just bump across with this knee. And you also go back a little bit here. You can see it in slow motion. Your knee goes back a little bit here. Needs to stay across. Okay, so takeaway is good here. But I want your head to be this way more when you practice, not this way. And that will help you when you get here to get the arms a little higher. The same wrists, arms a little higher like Gavin. If your head goes that way a little bit, it'll stop your arms a bit and then make the club come down here a bit too much closed. If you lift it up, it'll come down more open. And then keep that leg across from the front. And it'll be very good. And it'll be very good.
Now, well, most of the people that lose their spine angle that they get at address do it because they have a habit when they first learn to play of looking at the ball the wrong way. So the way that I look at the ball with my head and shoulders is going to determine how my body functions. Now the bump is obviously the first motion down in the swing from the transition from the top to the bottom. In the right-sided swing, if we have the correct angles at the start and I make the correct coil around the wall, my bump will just be a slight shift to the left. And it is a little lateral, but it's not lateral just with the hips. The whole lot is a little lateral, but it has to come from a right-sided backswing. I can't make a lateral motion the correct way from a left-sided backswing because I'd move my hip laterally, but my shoulders would stay back and hang back. I can't make a lateral motion the correct way from a left-sided backswing because I'd move my hip laterally, but my shoulders would stay back and hang back. It caused me to flip or push the ball to the right. So if I've got an over-rotated backswing or a tilted, moving back left-sided backswing, the bump will be different. The bump will be different. This is just a right-sided bump. This is just a right-sided bump. And it's lateral, but it's lateral with the whole lot. It's not lateral with just the hips. And it's lateral, but it's lateral with the whole lot. It's not lateral with just the hips. And it's lateral, but it's lateral with the whole lot. It's not lateral with just the hips.